Hey everybody, welcome to Britpops React with me, BP1 and BP2 as always.
Over here.
Today we've got a request that's come in from Richard Hinman.
Richard Hinman kindly popped onto buyusacoffee.com and bought us a coffee and asked us to react to something that we are no idea about. So he's asked us to react to Paul Linman and the 50th anniversary of the Exploding Whale remastered. So as I do, I just popped in, did a quick search for Paul Linman, American former television news reporter and anchor in Portland, Oregon. He is perhaps best known for his 1970 KATU report on the attempt by the Oregon Highway Division to...
Well, don't give anything away. Don't say anything.
To this.
If you're going to say anything, don't say anything. I mean, all it says exploded whale. Well, I'm just assuming that it's, you know, that the air hole on top will go... I'm assuming that something like that's going to happen. I don't know.
I think you're completely wrong. But this will be fun.
Oh, right.
Paul Linman. Where did you... yeah, tell us why you picked this one, Richard. But let's go with it. 17.9 million views. So
yeah, interesting. No idea, mate. So let's do it.
It had to be
Okay.
said.
Oh, hang on. Let me just pause that a minute, because that is
very low.
I can't. Yeah, it's ever so low. I can't get the sound any higher, unfortunately.
We'll just have to go with post edit.
Post edit potentially. Yeah. Okay. Let's try.
Not only had a whale of a problem on its hands, it had a stinking whale.
Look how smart he looks.
What to do with one 45-foot, 8-ton whale dead on arrival on the beach near Florence?
Dead on arrival.
Since a whale had washed up in Lane County, nobody could remember how to get rid of one. In selecting its battle plan, the Highway Division decided the carcass couldn't be buried because it might soon be uncovered.
Wow,
huge! That is massive, isn't it?
Wanted to cut it up, and it couldn't be burned. So dynamite it was, some 20 cases or a half-ton of it.
What?
The long-dead Pacific gray whale would be almost disintegrated by
20 cases of dynamite.
You've got to be kidding me.
Somebody just wanted to get the dynamite out, didn't they?
And other scavengers. Indeed, the seagulls had been standing nearby all day. As everything was being made ready, we asked George Thornton, the highway engineer in charge of the project, for his final observation.
Well, I'm confident that it'll work. The only thing
is,
we're
famous
not
last
sure
words.
Exactly how much explosives it'll take to disintegrate this thing, so the scavengers, seagulls and crabs and whatnot can clean it up.
Is there any chance it might be more than a one-day job?
If there's any large chunks left, and we may have to do some other cleanup, possibly set another charge.
Did they just get a bloke off the street, just put a hard hat on him and went, "Can you do this interview, mate?"
I mean,
this is like Cowboy Builders, isn't it?
So 1970, at least they're wearing hard hats. Beaches open to motor vehicles are considered state highways in Oregon, which is why the highway division are in charge of this and not somebody else. But 20 cases of dynamite. I mean, did they go by weight ratio? You know, I mean, they're obviously hoping to eviscerate this poor thing.
I thought that.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking that. I mean, when it says exploding, I'm just thinking it's gonna just internally do something, or something's gonna happen to it whilst on camera. Not let's just stick a load of TNT up its
jacksie. This will be interesting. I mean, are they gonna just wrap it round, dig a bunker hole, and put it underneath? Let's see how they crack on. I mean, so far I'm not.
Let's just see.
Yeah.
The dynamite was buried primarily on the leeward side of the big mammal, so as most of the remains would be blown toward the sea. About 75 bystanders, most of them residents who had first found the whale.
Oh, you don't want to be sitting there, mate.
Tired of its smell, were moved back a quarter of a mile away. The
quarter of a mile.
Were covered with spectators and landlubber newsmen, shortly to become landblubber newsmen, where the blast blasted blubber beyond all believable bounds.
No.
9.
Nice countdown.
7. 9. 4.
Oh, dearie me.
2. 1. Holy!
Look at that. Oh, they're all laughing now. can hear it landing now.
Yeah.
Our cameras stopped rolling immediately after the blast. The humor of the entire situation suddenly gave way to a run for survival as huge chunks of whale blubber fell everywhere. Pieces of meat passed high over our heads while others were falling at our feet. The dunes were rapidly evacuated as spectators escaped both the falling debris and the overwhelming smell.
No!
Jesus!
Is that someone's car?
Yeah. Oh, mate.
Mate!
They didn't quite work that out, did they? Just
Didn't
everything
quite.
went straight up.
Yeah, everything just went... Yeah, it was like a volcano, wasn't it? It was like a volcano going off.
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, mate, what a
So they're all running for their
calamity.
lives, basically. I mean, you know, you could see how big that thing was. I guess the chunks were huge. I thought
Oh,
they're
yeah.
coming down on top of you.
The chunks could be the size of you.
Yeah. There was a lot
you
of
know...
me-sized chunks in that whale, I'll tell you
What's
that.
that?
Over a quarter of a mile from the blast site was the
Quarter of a
target one
mile.
Look at that!
Look at that!
compartment
That is bigger than
literally
me.
smashed. Fortunately, no human was hit as badly as the car. However, everyone on the scene was covered with small particles of dead
Oh,
whale.
my God. What? How gutted that bloke, though? He's like, well, all the other cars are all right. Why mine? And it proper took out. Because the bit of blubber isn't particularly huge, but I guess it's dense. They're super
dense,
heavy, aren't they?
Yeah, yeah. And
And
coming down at a
Coming
speed
down
as well.
at that speed. Oh, mate.
I mean, you know
feel
what
sorry for that
hailstone's
guy.
like. You know how much that hurts when it comes down at you. So.
Yeah.
For the success of the effort, well, the seagulls who were supposed to clean
The
things
kid.
up were nowhere in
Seagulls.
sight, either scared away by the explosion or kept away by the smell. That didn't really matter. The remaining chunks were of such a size that no respectable seagull would attempt to tackle anyway. As darkness began to set in, the highway crews were back on the beach burying the remains, including a
Burying
large
it.
piece
Still
of the carcass
massive.
which never left the blast site. It might be concluded that should a
It's
whale
still
ever wash
massive.
ashore in Lane County again, those in charge will not only remember
Look
what
at
to
it.
do, they'll
That is
certainly
massive.
remember what
That is
Poor
after
little
it was
thing.
blown up.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, you know, they only buried it under the sand, so there's nothing forceful to keep the blast in. You know, that you normally have like a blast wall or something to make sure that the blast goes one way. That probably just took the sand out and you know, so it's sort of the impact of the blast didn't really work as expected. Not very good working out there.
That is hilarious.
Oh dear! And then they ended up burying it in the end. So you know, where did they bury it? Did it ever come back out? If you live in Portland, Oregon, what's the ongoing tale of the
Yeah,
fishy
let us
tail?
know. What's your tail? Does it still smell?
Oh dearie me! Well, wasn't quite expecting that as a request on the buy us a coffee, but there you go. Well, you know, you put it in there, we'll react to it. And
You put it in there, we'll do it, and that's it. That was interesting to
Yeah.
see that back in the 70s that happened.
as
because
well, yeah.
I wasn't expecting
No,
the fact they were gonna just blow it up.
I mean, we obviously we still get these whales washing up. Unfortunately,
They
they
do,
sort of
yeah.
get.
We
What
don't
do they
blow
do
them
with
up
them these
anymore that
days?
I'm
No, I'm not
aware
that
of.
I've heard of. Or if they do, they're not filming it.
Yeah, they're not certainly not within quarter of a mile.
Oh dear.
All right,
There
brilliant.
you go.
Well, thank you very
Thank
much,
you very much.
Richard.
Cheers, Richard.
Very, very interesting there. If you want us to react to something specifically for you, you can always head over to
Yep.
buymeacoffee.com/BritPopsReact. You can always hit the comments. Let us know what you thought about that video.
Down below.
You can also put in something similar if there's anything out there that you think, oh, these guys need to check that out. Put it in there as well. We'll do our normal recommendation.
Yeah. If
videos
you want to
as
get to know us a little bit more, you can always join us on Patreon or our Sunday live shows. We'll have one of them
can.
coming up soon.
Oh,
Here we are, look, all spruced and goosed.
I'm outside my little circle.
Oh,
I don't know
What are you
happened
doing?
there. I don't know.
get back
Dunno.
in there. Foul.
Put him
technical
away.
There you go, look.
Cool.
We get all over the place. So thank you very much. Thanks for joining us today, if you are here still.
Indeed.
Thumbs
Until
up on that
tomorrow.
one.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from him too.
He's a 20th century boy.